All right. I'm Alec.
I'm Charlie.
Welcome to FusionPit Presents. We are interviewing Duane Von Berg from Decay. Please tell me I'm pronouncing your last name right.
That's perfectly right.
All right. Good to hear. Now, I understand you guys are you a cover band or are you a tribute band?
We're a cover band. We do everything from AC/DC, Van Halen to Volbeat, everything in between, you know.
Do you have a specific band you like to cover more than anything else?
You know, lately, lately it's just been coming up with, you know, new stuff, and, you know, I mean, you know, we cover like a lot of Aerosmith and different things like that, and I mean, there's some bands we cover more than like Guns N' Roses. We cover a lot of Guns N' Roses stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know.
What's your favorite song to cover by them?
By Guns N' Roses?
Yep.
Gosh, I'd probably have to say, probably "Sweet Child's" a good song. That's a good tune. You know,
classic.
Yeah, it's a good classic. Everybody gets up and moves to that. You know.
Favorite place to jam at?
As far as like gig wise?
Yep.
My favorite place to play is the Sports Bar. You know, we've been playing there for years. Gosh, I've been playing there for probably 18 years now. That's one of our favorite venues up here. There was a lot of other venues that we played in other situations and stuff, but they're not really around anymore. You know.
Now, as far as venues, what is the farthest you've gone to play a show?
The farthest we've gone to play a show would probably be Paradise.
Oh.
Yeah, and we actually play up there quite a bit.
Let's see. Now, I'm going to get on a little bit of a touchy subject.
Sure.
Because I know there are those metalheads that are like, well, even if the old stuff didn't exist, metal would still be what it is today.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that at all?
No, I don't think so. You got to have that old stuff to, you know, get what's going on right now. If it wasn't for bands like Metallica and even bands like, you know, like I said, like Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith, Foghat, you know, old bands like that and stuff, you wouldn't have the stuff that's coming out right now.
Because I was talking to this guy I work with. I'm going to call him Raymond. Yeah. And him and I were having this huge debate over what we thought true metal was.
Yeah.
And I was listing off all these bands: Pantera, Death Punch. I did list Van Halen and Led Zeppelin.
Right.
And Sabbath. And he looked me dead in the face and said, "No, those aren't metal. Metal is what's coming out nowadays. Bring Me the Horizon, Attila." And I was like,
Now, who's this guy? Your buddy Raymond?
I wouldn't really call him my buddy, just a coworker.
Yeah. He's a little off track a little bit. Like I said, you know, I mean, yeah, he's a little off track. I mean, like I said, if it wasn't for bands like Led Zeppelin and bands like that, I mean, you wouldn't even have that term. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And a Pantera, they took it one step further after Metallica and some, you know, even you know, a little bit further than a Megadeth took it back in the day, you know, and so yeah, that guy, I don't know. You might want to edit this part out, but yeah.
So, what would be your definition of true metal?
True metal, yeah.
My definition of true metal, like as far as like a band situation goes or something like that?
Anything? Like, would you consider what's coming out nowadays real metal, or would you
Just call that poser metal.
No, there's some stuff that's coming out nowadays that's like really good true metal. I mean, there's a lot of good bands that are coming out right now, but there is some bands there's some poser stuff out there. I mean, I don't want to mention any names, but there's a couple of poser bands out there, you know. But
oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I try to stay away from doing that, but I can't help but bash on Bring Me the Horizon.
Bash on who?
Bring Me the Horizon.
Oh yeah.
I hate them so much.
There's some bands like that it's like, I don't know, but you know, it's kind of it's just kind of what you're into. I mean, if you're, you know, and especially the generations, you know, different generations are into different things, and they kind of take it so far, and it's us musicians that take it to the next step and just try to bring a little bit of something to everybody, you know.
Well, I've been asking a lot of questions, so I'm gonna let Charlie take over for a little bit.
Right.
Got any questions for Duane?
I don't know, not really.
Not really? Come on now, Charlie. Search your brain.
Oh, okay, we're probably gonna have to edit my part out, but
Oh no, that's staying there, buddy.
But we got it on the blooper thing right here.
Oh, there you go. There's no getting rid of that.
Yeah, blooper cam.
oh my god. So I was actually just looking up one of your videos not too long ago before we came here.
Uh-huh.
And during one of your videos, I cannot remember where it was, but someone in the audience started yelling, "Freebird!"
Oh yeah, that happens all the time, and yeah, we don't play Freebird, you know. You know, we play like one Leonard Skinner song, and just to, you know, for the girls, you know, they like to kind of, you know. But other than that, no, we're not going to play any Freebird. And yeah, that was probably, yeah, who knows where that was, you know. You know, we do a lot of other things too, like we do like Relay for Life shows and things like that, and other, you know, stuff for the community and stuff too. So that could have been, you know, you get some old people out there who want to hear Freebird real quick, you know.
As far as band practice wise and live, there's always a song that just feels better in that certain, you know, vibe where it's just close knit, it's just you and your bandmates, and then there's a whole show.
Yeah.
Is there a song you like to perform more with your bandmates than you do live?
You know, sometimes we'll warm up with like Immigrant Song from Led Zeppelin, and that's just, you know, we kind of screw around with different Metallica songs and Megadeth stuff, and that just to kind of get our blood flowing, and then we start digging deep into the list, you know, to you know, for rehearsal wise and stuff like that. Because as far as live goes, man, we do a version of oh, the first song we come out with is I Just Want to Make Love to You from Foghat, but we do a LA Guns version of it. And that song just kicks ass. That's like that just is the, you know, that just gets it all going, you know.
So you'd have to say that would be your favorite song to play live.
That'd be one of my favorite songs to play live. Yeah, out of 40 songs, it's hard to pick, but you know,
Yeah.
You know, we're doing 40 songs a night, so it's. But that's definitely one of my favorite songs. The Volbeat, the Volbeat tune we do, Hangman's Body Count. That's one of my favorite tunes. We do Rev Theory, Hell Yeah.
That's a pretty catchy song.
Yeah, that's a killer song that we like to do. We're doing some Fall Out Boy stuff that we're starting to do now. And I actually hated that song when I first had to work that out and learn it and everything. But since it's Sugar Going Down Swinging.
That one.
And so that was a little bit of a kind of out of my realm a little bit, but man, I kind of like that song now. You know, it's a catchy song, and I actually dig playing it. So
now, in your opinion, what's the heaviest song you've covered?
Oh, the heaviest song I've covered? Gosh, I've covered a lot of King Diamond songs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, gosh, there's some heavy crap that I've, you know, not in this band, but in other bands, you know,
throughout the years.
Yeah, throughout the years and stuff. Yeah, I mean, this is like one of my first cover bands. I came out of I'm from the Bay Area. I came out of the metal scene down there, playing at the Stone and the Omni and Mabuhay Gardens, and you know, opening up for Death Angel and Faith No More and stuff. And
I hate you. I hate you.
And you know, so I've slowly over the years, you know, because all my other bands have been they've been all original hardcore metal bands, you know, and you know, as you get older and you get families and things going on, you got to get a job and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And so now it's just kind of, I just like to just get out there and play a couple times a month. And I wish I was doing like more really heavy stuff that I really like to do, but I do some side projects once in a while, and you know, and get the heavy stuff. That's more underground, you know.
Yeah. This is basically a question more for me, because I'm always interested in hearing what bands do with themselves. But do you have any plans to like write any music of your own?
Yeah,
with Future Decay, or
yeah, we started some writing process 3 or 4 months ago, and then the gigging got kind of so heavy that we just kind of had to put that on hold. But yeah, we are into, you know, writing some originals, and we've got some stuff half done, and we've all kind of brought some stuff to the table, and we're, you know, getting that together. And that'd be nice to be able to throw that in the middle of some of our stuff, and we're, you know, in our live shows. And I would like Future Decay to be more of an original band than a copy band, you know, maybe kind of start halving it up, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not really, I wouldn't really call it a copy band. There's nothing wrong with being a cover band. It was just my curiosity.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to Mary, and she was always telling me about how you and Chad were always going to the same shows, and I was like, I wonder if he's going to start you know, pumping out some of those originals and start playing those kind of shows
Yeah.
himself.
I'd like to, you know, and that's probably not too far in the future. You know, I'm always looking to do some side projects and things like that with other people. You know, I've done, you know, I've played drums on, man, you gotta watch out for that thing.
Yeah, trust me, I know.
You know, I've played drums on some studio stuff, you know, like for Metamorphosis and different bands like that and stuff. And
Really?
Yeah. I'm the drummer on the whole Metamorphosis
Nice.
stuff. And
I actually have that CD.
yeah, dude, that's
I
a cool
really
CD.
like that
yeah,
CD.
Yeah. It took us a year to record that. Me and Sam and Charlie. Yeah, we worked on that thing for a whole year. So that's all. In fact, one of the tracks on their Chalice is one of my originals from one of my original bands when I was playing down in the Bay Area and stuff all the time. My band Punishment, and yeah, that if you get a chance to listen to the Chalice, I think it's actually the best track on the whole thing. But you know,
Well, now you definitely need to get that for me now.
yeah, yeah. So you know, so I'm always looking to do some other things and different, you know, stuff like that. You know, and it's just been nice to kind of once in a while get to be able to do that. You know.
Now, I know you're the drummer, but do you play any more instruments? Have you ever dabbled in, you know, guitar, bass, or anything out?
Yeah, actually, in all the original bands, I was always the lead guitar player. Actually.
You know what's funny about you saying that? For some reason, I've always got the lead guitar vibe player from you. So, like 2 days ago when I was telling Charlie about setting up the interview, I was like, yeah, we're interviewing the lead guitarist from Future Decay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wait, no, we're not.
Yeah. No. No. I actually, you know, I started out when I was a kid. I've been playing for going on 38 years, almost 40 years now. I started out playing drums when I was 12. As I got progressed into that, drums got a little bit more expensive to keep up, so I could always play guitar pretty good. So I played guitar, and it was easier to keep an amp together and guitar strings and things like that going versus drumsticks and heads and everything else. So I was always I was a lead guitar player in all those. I was in a band called Killatar. Then from Killatar I went to Punishment, and those were like all original heavy bands down in the Bay. And we'd play all over the place. And I was always because I played lead guitar and stuff. But then when I moved up here, there wasn't really any good drummers, and I could still play drums. And so I don't play guitar much anymore, except for at home. I got a bunch of stuff still, but I'm mainly a drummer. I've been a drummer now for going on 18 years steady, you know, since I've been in Reading.
Nice. So 2 questions then. One, you've said you've been playing for about 38 years.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you say to someone who's telling you they're just getting started?
Man, keep it going and don't give up, and just keep practicing, and you know, woodshed in your room and listen to everything you can possibly listen to, and just have a good passion for your instrument. You know, that's
solid advice.
That's what I would say. I would just say, you know, don't let people. You're going to run into people. You're going to play with people that maybe going to tell you kind of suck, or you know, you're going to go through band mates and everything else. But it eventually works out. You know, you just keep it going and just keep doing what you're doing. And
all right. Now the second part to that is, what was your biggest inspiration when it came to playing guitar
And drums.
and drums?
Let's see, my biggest inspiration is my dad. My dad's a badass guitar player, and he's still around, and he named me after a famous guitar player from the 50s, but I ended up being a drummer. So,
All right, so we're gonna
Back
get
to
close
our
to
other question. Your other question.
We're gonna get close to wrapping this up. Do you have any shows in the works or anything lined up?
yeah, we're right now we're taking a little bit of a break because we've been playing quite a bit this last year, so we're taking a little hiatus until about the 8th of next month, and then we'll be having some stuff lined up here pretty quick. I got people calling and stuff, but we're just, like I said, we're taking a little bit of a break and just kind of recoup and kind of rehab a little bit and work on some new material, you know, and come out swinging.
Oh, well, that sounds good.
Yeah, yeah, and you know, we got a website, Future Decay, you know, on Facebook, and we post all of our shows on there. So yeah, I'll probably be posting some stuff, but as far as where they're going to be, we're going to try to get some better higher end gigs, like in some casinos, and try to work our way up to, you know, just getting some, you know, things besides some of the clubs and stuff like that. And you know, like I said, writing's getting so. There's just not really much going on around here, you know, and
Oh yeah, believe me, I know.
Yeah.
you know, it's just
it's slow.
it's slow. Yeah, there's only a couple places now to play, and yeah, so we're looking this year. It's going to be a new year. We want to venture out a little bit further, spread our wings a little bit, and maybe move a little further south, you know, and kind of take what we do someplace else. I mean, like we've been playing around here for 3 years now. Everybody knows us, and I'd like to see what it's going to do, like someplace down in Sacramento or someplace down in, you know, Petaluma, Cotati, or someplace like that, down towards the Bay Area, Santa Rosa, you know,
Yeah.
something like that. So.
I mean, if everyone around here knows who you are, I think you might be in good hands then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. We've been around for quite a while, and people come out and watch us, and they support us, and you know, I think we got a pretty good following around town. So, and we definitely appreciate, you know, what you guys are doing for us in this interview, and it just brings a little bit more to the table, you know.
Well, I appreciate you coming in.
Hey, no problem, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate you
definitely.
having me.
All right.
You bet, man.
It's been a good night.
Definitely it has.
Alec,
Charlie.
Duane.
stay metal.
Yep.